did you miss us? Well, welcome back for another helping for Shaw and Lentini here. This time, we're going to be introducing you to the city. The city of the Wolves. Gauro is back in a big way here for your top 4 at Just Block 2025. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. Yeah, we're getting into the streets with this one. Look, we've been high flying. We've been playing characters like Ino, like Zato, taken to the skies. Now we're getting a little bit more grounded, and it looks like these guys are ready to get into it, because as soon as I start talking, I look over and I see a versus screen. All right. Dude, I'm excited. My man Flamemaster was talking like, oh, there's no way I'm getting onto the stage. Well, it's a small bracket. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, we're already in it here. Didn't have time to introduce the whole top 4 here, but you already seen here at Losers Finals, or excuse me, Losers Semis, Haketh and Flamemaster. Now, Haketh, one of the strongest players, not only in this game, but also in the previous Gauro as well here, and sticking through with the Billy, despite the nurse with Billy, just, believes in the character.
Yeah, Flamemaster was kind of nervous going into this. He wasn't feeling confident. He said this player has beaten him before, and he said pretty badly. His words, not mine. So hopefully he finds something this time around. At the moment, it's looking a little bit tough. He's just struggling to get in. That long range of Billy is really shutting him down right now.
Yeah, definitely shutting down for sure. It's just like the range, disparity between Billy and Marco is pretty huge, right? So Flamemaster going to have to rely on taking some inches, right? Moving forward, yes. Taking space, maybe using some fireballs to catch the hurt boxes on Billy.
Also, both of them going for that early SPG gauge, which is not working out for Flamemaster at all, as he has not gotten an opportunity to use that even a little bit.
Okay, we're moving through here, being very patient, keeping that great distance right away from the underneath the clock there, and calling out the burst option to Haketh. Just seems ready for everything.
Man, as soon as you say that, yeah, another call out after call out. Really hard for Flamemaster to get in against that long range. Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, kind
taking
of
risks.
A desperation. I think I appreciate the risk taking, but it's not really working out for you. We still have Haketh and SPG here, which you can take full advantage of because you're canceling a lot. Got caught with the reset there. Okay,
yeah.
Counter hit.
All right,
Double
let's see
DP.
what Flamemaster can do with it. Might as well spend those resources because you're not going to get a lot of opportunities to do so. Loves looping that Oki. That is one of Flamemaster's favorite things to do in any game. Likes a simple character that can loop Oki options.
Fortunate whiff for whiff there on the end. I'm liking using the kick to get in here and using the super to bully through. And there we go, Flamemaster. All right, keeping it alive.
All right, we are so back. Flamemaster fighting for his life right now. Gets the dub there. SPG is in. Can you do something with it this time around?
The answer has been so on point with Haketh too. Flamemaster canceling into a very unsafe DP, which means Haketh created to get a lot of damage and just calling out all these wake-up options.
We're seeing so many wild punishes as well from Haketh. Not a lot of big combos off of it, but still just catching that end lag, catching Flamemaster throwing out things that are not as safe as he thinks they are.
Yeah, once again, keeping up that max distance of the pole range here. And we might be on poise to get a second game here. It is only first to 2 here in City of the Wolves.
Yes. You got to make it count early. Okay, no punish on the wild punish there. Double counter hit from Billy. Just poking out. Marco desperately struggling to get those over. Oh, you got red. Yeah,
it seems like Haketh finding the counter to the counter. Flamemaster trying to rely more on the fireballs. And can't rely on a wake-up super like that. No instability to save you.
And my man in Street Fighter mode right now. Not going to work out. That's one of those things with playing a lot of games. Sometimes you forget what's invincible and what's not.
Okay, pull your right in. Going to get all the special cancels here. Doesn't have a super to cash out on here, but one more chance, I think, for Flamemaster. And honestly, you're just going to fall on my sword. Or pull, if you will.
Yeah. That's tough. A quick 2-0 and a handshake, but Flamemaster got around in there, was figuring some stuff out. I feel like especially the middle part of that, as he was finding his openings and getting that Oki reset game started. It's okay, we're alive here. We're playing the same game.
Haketh already moving on to losers finals here, which means we're going to be rising up to winner's side. We have Leafblade versus Crackin. Atkins. Crackin, had to bless us with his presence here. He was poised to commentate, but you know what?
He's too sick with it.
A commentator can't play, right?
I didn't know Leafblade played this game either.
Leafblade plays every game.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme with the people who are on the City of the Wolves bracket. They're just gamers who play a lot of games.
Right.
And it's fun. I like that people are willing to try new stuff. I always think of the Morrigan picture. Don't just play one fighting game.
Right. I absolutely agree. I think playing multiple fighting games, or at least giving them a chance, it can teach you something about yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like I've learned so many different like strategies and attributes, and like where my weaknesses lie, my strengths lie by playing different games.
Yep.
And you know, we talked about like different games here. Like Leafblade comes from like Smash and Strive, where Crackin's comes from like he is one of the biggest BB tag heads out there, one of the biggest BB tag commentators, but plays a plethora of games as well. Currently on 2XKO as well, and they kind of play this on the side. So you know, they made it into top 8 here. We're to see how the commentator is on the sticks.
Let's see. I like that you mentioned 2XKO as well, because that's one that like everybody's funneling into right now to give a try. But City of the Wolves, still not that old on the block. There's still a lot of meta to be developed. You mentioned the most recent patch still getting figured out as well. So let's see how these players navigate it as we are actually thinking about our stage select a little bit. I feel like you don't see that often enough.
Well, honestly, these character picks make so much sense considering who they kind of play in their other games, right? We do have Terry, which, if you know Leafblade, plays Soul in that game. So we're kind of playing the pro tag character, the one that can kind of brawl out fully, right? And the other side, we have Crackin playing HakethKOTB. HakethKOTB, a very like sly, slick character, able to kind of get mix-ups and use a lot of air actions. I mean, what is it that to an air dasher player, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with like the Terry Soul thing, Soul is based off of Terry. So it kind of works out.
Yeah, it all loops back around here. Yeah, Crackin's going to use, I think, their experience to be very slippery, very wily, to be hard, I think, for Leafblade to pin down. And when you get the knockdown here, you have to watch out for the teleport shenanigans from HakethKOTB.
Well, I'm excited to see how that goes down. Teleports are always such a, like, you can just tell from the stance, like, oh yeah, that's a teleport character. My man's got the Naruto locked and loaded. Crunchyroll account goes crazy.
Well, tomorrow also having one of the best buttons too, being the far B. So you have to keep a lookout for that too. That button is I don't believe still has been touched. So, but one thing that Terry can do is full send it, right? Make some big plays. Going to be using like the bird knuckle, maybe some round start. If he gets that wild punish, gets the counter hit too, this just spells big damage, big corner carry.
All right, let's lock in. Bro, those abs go nuts. I need to know his routine. Bro, like, he's got a six-pack through the shirt. Why doesn't mine do that?
Right. The apprentice is here. Let's see we go. We have SPG in different places too, where Crackin is kind of going for the start of it, just to make sure we can use the rev blow against some of the pressure of Terry. So I kind of like that option. But meanwhile, Leafblade is keeping it dead center.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in dead center. Like, you don't risk losing it immediately off of a round start combo. And you also don't risk losing it to that big round ender combo. So some point, SPG should, in theory, come into play.
And you can take advantage of like the damage buff too.
Yeah, in early SPG, you get such a reduction. Ooh!
There's that teleport we were talking about earlier. So you already have it, and the ambiguous cross-up. Already we're seeing the mix-ups come here from Crackin's.
I love that the game gives the little cross-up notation as well, just to let you know, like, yeah, you got crossed. You got mixed, hold that.
And one more time, the drop kick coming out here. Both players making great use of these feints too.
I think Leafblade trying to get Crackin Atkins to maybe press a button there. That feint is so tricky. Ooh, give me some frame advantage.
Okay, backing off. Leafblade not giving up despite the left, the health disparity.
We saw just like a tickle of rev guard coming out from Leafblade as well. Well, a little bit more active, I think, in the system mechanics on defense than Crackin Atkins has been so far. We'll see if that ends up paying dividends. But right now, Crackin Atkins doesn't need those system mechanics because you got those fundies. Yeah,
kept it really copacetic in the corner. Just wait for him to fall on the shurikens. And there it is. That's the big send we were kind of waiting there from Leafblade's Terry.
Okay, spending all of those resources to try to get that early lead, get your opponent into the corner. Still has a decent amount of rev gauge to work with, though, so not a full cash out, being measured with it, but it's revving up. That block string is putting numbers in. Yeah, set up the frame traps there on Crackin's side here. I like how they go in and they kind of back off. I feel like we're in a tough situation where even in our winners finals here, we're not seeing a lot of like hyper defense, just defense stuff. And that signals to your opponent that they get to run their mix a lot harder on you. They don't have to worry about getting checked. If we're not able to get any full semblance of a combo here, they're kind of just like poking themselves to death.
which is lethal in its own right, but as I say, that Crackin's able to get a good knockdown as well, covering the jump in. Overdrive out, but he got some space.
Yeah, that worked out. Okay, there's the just defense. Crackin Atkins getting something started here. Just defense right back. Leafblade answering in kind. Both of them trying to posture for position right now.
And we still do have a lot of super gauge to use there on both their sides here.
Ooh.
Gotta watch out for Reva.
I don't know about that jump in. That puts you in a bad spot. Got away with it, but now Crackin Atkins trying to just use those shurikens to chip you out.
Yeah, just play away this keep away game. Come to me.
Yeah, for anyone who's not aware, there is no chip out protection in this game. You gotta hold that. Just don't get hit. So that makes things like that shuriken very scary.
It does, absolutely. Crackin's taking a very safe strategy here, not going any too crazy, just doing combos that work, making sure to get a knockdown. It's honestly like fighting games 101.
Okay, I feel like Crackin Atkins is warming up a little bit.
Never mind, the game plan had to be turned up a little bit.
Yeah, it just had to wake up, and now we are seeing Crackin Atkins really putting on the hurt. By the way, it is first to 3, so this is not our last game because we are in winners finals.
That's right. Okay, they're trying to get their SPG, take it away on both sides here. Whoever gets to take it away means that probably the aggression will be turned on a lot more. Just a sliver left on Leafblade side, and the Rev Blow does find its mark. Not what I would hope for here, but it's what you got. Crackin Atkins takes another round.
Great conversion and great optimization of that meter as well. Overheating on the last hit, right where you need it. And now Crackin Atkins immediately taking advantage of Leafblade's aggression. Leafblade keeps crossing herself up for better or worse, and this time around, I think it's a little bit for worse.
Hey, coming right in, catches the meaty, doesn't get the full conversion, but we got kind of like the American reset, as you can call it.
Yeah, calculated.
Trying to catch the jump, I like it. Keeping him honest, keeping Crackin's in the corner. Leafblade, she is out here, and with the big conversion, the big damage.
Oh, one more chance here. Watch that rev gauge. Got to be very careful on the defense, and it is overheat. That is big opportunity for Crackin, but you have to play perfectly from here on out.
Just have to block it out here, and nice reversal coming out from Leafblade here. It seems like Leafblade has the damage numbers for sure.
Ooh. Oh, we are posturing, and it is Crackin who gets that cross up, gets the opening. Playing respectful, not overcommitting. You mentioned just like those chip outs, not the big combos. It's more of the same.
Death by 1,000 cuts, and these cuts are absolutely deadly. But as I say that, we're going to be going to overheat here. First time for Crackin's.
Oh no!
Can't do much about it either.
Yeah.
Can't do much with the Red Bull either.
Just not ready.
That's like the detriment being in overheat, but you still have the coup de grace. You got the super. Check out this cutscene. That does drain down your overheat. Down to cooldown, doesn't even matter. The round's over.
Yeah, it's great optimization once again. Crackin Atkins has been very good at that. That is 2 games to 0. Let's see what can Leafblade do to get back into this. She's got the damage, like you said. There are signs of like greatness happening, but Crackin just keeps pulling out stuff like that and catching her off guard. So many mix-ups.
Ooh, and the cross-up, was not really expecting that from Crackin's here. Crackin's already cracking ankles right now, taking Leafblade to task. Red Blow out, just get off me.
Yeah, you get away with it, but you can only do that so much. And as soon as that SPG is gone, you lose that option. Crackin trying to mix up, going high. Great wild punish, but no punish afterwards. That has been such a difficult thing for both players. The wild punish conversions just have not been there.
Yeah, might need to get warmed up fully here. Okay, starting to initiate the throw in here. Overheat still on Crackin's side. Still has SPG.
I don't know about that. Leafblade getting a little bit antsy. Yeah.
Fantastic neutral jump. All right, all right, all right. We are up on the round count here. We still have one more potentially here for Crackin.
Leafblade is trying so hard to neutral skip in such an honest way. Just like burn knuckle or dash in or something. Please just get hit by this. And Crackin Atkins is not getting hit by this. And finally a conversion off of a wild punish as well. Spending that meter.
It's that warm-up we've been looking for here. Warm-up enough to get the rev gauge a pumping. We're seeing Leafblade find these jump-ins, but not able to convert off them. That's so much damage left on the table.
Yeah, just like not ready for her own success. Gotta believe in yourself sometimes.
Okay, fine sweep. Ooh, the crossover.
Love that.
Yeah. Good use of the double jump, too.
Great sweeps timing. That little bit of a stagger there, making Crackin think that it's my time to shine, but it is not. Oh!
Reversal.
Did you press the button? Yes, you did.
Catch. Crackin's Atkins will be taking it over Leafblade here.
What a funky way to end that as well. Saving that mix up till the very end. I love that. It works so well. Yeah, it's going to be Crackin Atkins moving on winner's side to grand finals. Leafblade moving down to losers. So that's going to be up against Haketh, right?
Yeah, we're going to be going down to losers here. Haketh versus Leafblade here. Like I said, this is a quick bracket here at Just Block 135, but you know, it's a sweet one.
It is. Short and sweet, just how we like it. This game has got so many deep mechanics. It's hard to showcase all of them in just a few sets here, but I highly recommend to anybody who's looking for like an old school game that's got a lot of mental stack and options on like what you can do on defense especially. It's not that passive modern fighting game defense. City of the Wolves is a great place to find it.
Yeah, honestly, some of the most old school mechanics you're definitely going to find here, and I think that's why a lot of people like it, is it kind of reminds them of like the old days here.
Back in my day.
A lot of legacy definitely in the game. And, you know, there's a lot more content still coming for it, right? There's free DLC.
Yeah.
A whole words of free DLC coming out, too. We just had, you know, Andy and Ken be added to the roster, and they're two rave reviews, honestly. People love how Ken plays in this game. We got Chun-Li on the way as well.
She's going to be cool.
We got Joe. Joe's the next character, of course.
Joe Mama.
So,
got him.
All right. All right. Who let the guy on the mic again? You once tried block and
he's changed. Yeah, Leafblade versus Haketh here.
Yeah, how about that?
Man, I love some good old-fashioned Terry Bogard. This character, one of the progenitors of what we think of like what a fighting game character should be. And so ubiquitous across titles now. It's so fun watching like other game devs talk about who inspires them. And it always goes back to Fatal Fury, doesn't it? Even like platform fighters, Sakurai was a Fatal Fury guy.
Yeah, definitely the progenitor character, if you will, in terms of just fighting games here. And Leafblade's going to make another showcase. This time fighting against Haketh here in our losers finals. Haketh, of course, staying with the lead here on the SPG. Leafblade, like we said earlier, loves to keep in the middle.
And now we're going to see if Leafblade can do what Flamemaster couldn't with zone-breaking Haketh's long-range normals. Can you get past the staff?
Okay, yep, we're in space. Every time Leafblade rushes in like she does, Haketh seems to be ready for it.
Ooh. Okay.
Blow not going to work. Okay, jump in. Okay, this is what I've been looking for Leafblade. Yep. Make something happen.
This is your opportunity, but it's so critical that you capitalize on those because Leafblade is going to continue to get chipped out. And I'm worried about the fact that she hasn't gotten those big cash-in combos. That could be really problematic in a matchup like this. If you don't convert when you have your opportunity, it's going to be hard to keep up.
Especially with a keep-out character like Billy, as we're kind of seeing that come into fruition right here as Haketh gets that round.
Exactly. It is that game of I need to get my read on my jump in like that. The problem is what happens next. And sure enough, Haketh found a counter hit.
Hey, the feint's looking really good there for Haketh. Making good use of this pressure. Pull them right in. Leafblade finds a chance to jump out. Trying to keep center stage.
Yeah, right back to the corner with you. Leafblade struggling to find the opening. She just runs in, hoping to find something, but Haketh is ready for it. His reactions are so good.
And that's what I've been kind of waiting for, using the burn knuckle to make a move. Can you make this hurt, Leafblade?
Ooh.
Wake up. Yeah.
Not again.
Dodge and jump. One more chance.
Leafblade over 2 against those, and now you are overheated, which means you're probably just going to get chipped out, and sure enough, it's exactly what we saw. It
seems so hard to make any kind of sudden movements against Billy, especially when you don't have much life to give there at the end.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, this is what we need to see. Get that SPG out right away.
Wow, that was such a tricky movement there from Atkins. Leafblade was just unfortunately not ready for that.
Yeah, get off me. Reset the neutral. Leafblade trying to fight out of the corner. Haketh has been so good at keeping her there. There you go. That Abare. You thought it was your turn? Nope.
Unfortunately, kind of bumping uglies here with the pole.
Ooh, the spacing. Leafblade gets caught running in again.
Yeah, be really careful with your movement here. Nice whiff punish coming out from Haketh. Like I said, we're still first to 3 here, losers finals.
I feel like Leafblade is really struggling to find the mix-up she needs to catch Haketh lacking. So much of it has been, am I going to jump in or am I going to run in? And Haketh is just reacting to that because nothing has been shown, like the feints, the baits aren't really being shown to create whiff punishes.
Yeah, it seems like Leafblade has a hard time feeling a little bit comfortable with matchup. And that's what Billy's made for, right? Is to make you feel uncomfortable, especially in this range.
Yes. Oh, there you go. That just the raw jump in. It gets checked. It's too honest.
Okay, we're almost out of SPG drains. Yeah, as we say that, it's a sliver just to make sure we get the rev blow. Okay, run in, get the throw.
Ooh.
Make
Great
up.
mash out.
The media and the full JD on the fireball, but Leafblade keeps putting on the hurt. Wild punish.
There you go. This is a chance. Yep.
And we are taking it to the bank here. And that's what I'm looking for. Capitalizing these wild punishes.
We're so back.
Oh, that's the big send that we have been looking for from Leafblade here.
Yeah, spend those resources. Once again, Leafblade opting not to go too crazy. She's only building up to about 50% of that SPG gauge when she is, excuse me, rev gauge, when she is going for those big combos. She wants to save some in the back.
Speaking of big combos, check it out from Haketh here. Taking a grip out of the health bar here, but fantastic neutral jump coming out from Leafblade. We're just kind of tapping. Rev blow, burning through all the hitboxes that Haketh was trying to dish out. It's like, you know what? Send it back to the kitchen.
And this is the reward you get for saving some of that rev gauge.
Did you know this from the movie?
No, I have not.
Yeah, we're getting the movie style here from Terry.
Okay. Okay, I'm down for it.
Cinema.
Oh. Well, let's see if we get a cinematic finish here. Leafblade has the advantage, but Haketh has the pressure string. Strike, throw. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Leafblade needs to find one hit, but Haketh knows it. Haketh's trying to bait it out. Oh.
Wow. I mean, Haketh had the right idea, JD in the entire fireball, but then Leafblade added an extra little bit of ingredient onto the recipe.
She finally got in with that run-in. And since you can cancel dash whenever you want, it's kind of scary to time and mix that up.
There's still things to kind of look out for. We've seen Haketh, oh my god, yes, using the low profile mechanic to get underneath. Leafblade there. But yeah, so Haketh's so good about just prodding away at Leafblade and then counterattacking. But as I say, a counterattack of her own with the rev blow.
Leafblade has woken up quite a bit. She's looking a lot more confident on her combos. Now it's up to Haketh to mix up the game plan to keep Leafblade from getting in. We're back into the traditional RPS of the zoner and the rush trap.
Pushing them out. Yeah, now we have Leafblade and overheat. Thanks to Haketh, just recognize it and chip it away.
Yeah, this is scary. Watch that guard gauge. Well, I guess you don't have to watch that guard gauge anymore. Pros and cons.
Missed the super, now gives a chance for Leafblade to make up the damage.
For the drop, no!
Opportunity was there.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Almost like it was served you on a silver platter and it was denied.
Look, I need a gold platter.
Yeah, we need to up the stakes a little bit, huh?
I need a reason to lock in.
These neutral jumps have been just so potent here for Leafblade. SPG already gone there for Leafblade. Means, yeah, I'm about to say Rev Blow is going to come, but Haketh has the counter this time. He's seen it too many times.
Getting so good at finding those. Just the, oh, not again. So many drops on both sides. Now Leafblade gets an opportunity. Can you confirm? Yes, you can.
Another one. This time it does catch. The benefit of Billy's super catching on both sides.
It's cool to see those high crushes coming out. That is such a unique mechanic to this game that it's like a canned option that everybody has. And getting that little cinematic is always fun because it gives you time to react. Like, I got this. Now I can get the full reward. You don't have to play that difficult hit confirm game. Yeah,
it takes some guessing at it for sure. Able to maneuver around. There's a lot of like some checks in this game. I'll tell you what.
Ooh, speaking of checks, checking your neutral. If I jump in, what are you going to do about it? Am I hopping? Am I short hopping? It's your turn to find out.
Good run with Leafblade to realize the Rev Blow was coming out and stop their pressure short.
throw loops. Street Fighter. Great just defense.
Yeah, no feint either. Okay, burn him over here. Haketh once again without the SPG gauge. But can they burn through Leafblades? They do just in time here, which means we don't have kind of a way out to bully through the pressure. As I say that, they wake up with their own reversal.
Well, that's one way to bully, and you've got some resources. You've got that super as well, if you can find the combo. But look at that rev gauge. Leafblade was getting a little bit antsy, trying so hard to keep that from building up. Haketh actually got the overheat there, but managed to convert it anyway.
Yeah, kind of all worked out here going to the next round. We do have a lot of gauge still on Leafblade side. Can they cash it out, though?
Good start. Leafblade just poking out. That's the problem. If you're playing the poking game against a longer character like Billy, you're gonna eventually lose one of those. And Haketh has been really good at confirming off of those long pokes into bigger damage.
Yeah, the poke game is definitely on fleek here. As they found a good jump in, was not able to counter hit on the fireball. Okay, coming in, puts him in overheat. Yeah, it seems like Haketh is just attacking the bar, making sure you put in overheat, and now you have to panic. Both of them in overheat. As I say that, you still have to watch out for the super as it comes out from Leafblade. Find the mark on Haketh.
Great response there from Leafblade, reminding Haketh that you don't get the pressure for free. And now it is Haketh who does the same thing back. We are both still in overheat. Leafblade about to come out of it. Can you use that advantage, or are you going to get guard crushed instead, but still alive?
Like Garbrook.
Well, she was running.
Yeah, basically wanting to get all the space in the world, to take a little breather, assess the situation.
Ooh, the timing.
And
he
there
knew.
It is. Haketh will be taking it over Leaf, but I think once we saw that guard break happen, it was kind of setting the tone for the end there.
And that means Haketh is going to be moving on to Grand Finals, which means we're getting a new matchup here. Good stuff to Leafblade going out in second, showing us her multi-game prowess, showing us what happens also when she was able to warm up a little bit in that situation. Kind of a tough thing to jump between games like that, I think.
Well, you can't run away from this man. Haketh is asking the question, where are you going? Because I'm here at Grand Finals against Crackin, Atkins. Both these players are commentators too.
Yeah.
So it's a battle of the commentators, battle of the comms.
Interesting about these commentators.
Comms on comms.
They're kind of nasty with it. I guess it does make sense because commentators are old, right? So old games, it's perfect.
Do you submit to yourself?
I don't know what you're talking about. The other commentators.
Did he just say?
The other ones that aren't me. Don't check the birth
certificate. What you mean other commentators?
What do you mean by that? Speak to that.
Curious.
Wax eloquent, if you will.
Let's see what's going to wax destruction here. Going into Grand Finals here, I think they're kind of just making sure the settings.
Can't quite tell what they're looking at. They are thinking.
I think so.
Trying to find just the right music track to hit this off right. For those of you just joining us, we are playing some City of the Wolves here at the Highline College. It is Just Block 2025. Great event. Shout out to everybody who has been able to put this thing on. We are far from through, by the way. Of course, City of the Wolves is going to be ending, but we've got some more. Well, we got Tekken right after this, right?
Yeah, we definitely still have Tekken, and I think after that, let me get you the.
Yeah, well, let's pull up the schedule real quick.
Pull up the schedule. Let's know what you're in for here. Yeah, we got. After this, yeah, Tekken is going to be ending it here for today on our Sunday of Just Block. That's going to be the top 8 here. Stay tuned. We got some fantastic commentators on their side as well. Yeah, guys, thanks for sticking to it. It's been a great 2-day event. The vibes have just been awesome. We're here to end it here on City of the Wolves with our grand finals between Crackin, Atkins, and Haketh. Let's get to it.
Now we are seeing the true zone breaker versus the zoner, aren't we? Those teleports are going to be so scary to deal with.
And we've been seeing Krackens come alive as the bracket has been shifting here, but let's see how it goes. Both these players love to start with the SPG4 here, and they know how to attack the rev gauge.
We're immediately seeing Crackin trying to play to that like neutral skip kind of game. Okay.
The full JD on Billy there. Crackin has come here to play. He was just saying this is just like a side game too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not able to get a big punish off of it. But there we go. We were about to talk about that before we saw that insane game plan from Crackin. You're spacing out a little bit so that you can create the neutral skip. It's not about like that Terry dash in gameplay.
Yeah, you kind of have to earn it a little bit here, especially with like a pixie character like a HakethKOTB.
Ooh, well, earning it so far. The problem is being that pixie. Haketh has only gotten a few big hits, but look at that health bar.
Setting up the perfect spacing to get that whiff punish here. Gonna be cashing out a lot of meter. Back throw, yeah, just to make sure we get the mediocre as well. I like it.
Catching you as well. You got that just block, but ooh, man, the defense from Haketh as well. Both of them, the just defense is coming alive.
I don't know about you, but it just seems like these two seem to be evenly matched from the get-go.
Yeah. What a great round number 1, and now Crackin gets the opportunity to space out. Watch what you do with that shuriken. Vying for stage position, but that just defense is preventing anything big from happening.
Big jump ins here. Haketh tried it earlier before, and it does get a full conversion this time. Okay, this time we are not dropped. I was a little scared, you know. I held my breath a little bit.
It was a little far away, but gets away with it. Crackin Atkins on the defensive here, trying to create an offensive instead. Keeping it safe with the shuriken at the end and gets the read on the jump in. I think Haketh might have gotten a little bit too comfortable predicting those shurikens.
Okay, yeah, and creates the frame trap scenario with the special to special cancel. Crackin looking fantastic. Check out this conversion too.
Okay, we're waking up. He just needed a round. He's been sitting for a little bit.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Overheat now to HakethKOTB's side, but Crackin doesn't care.
Oh, he does not.
Step out of crack, break your mother's back. My man is out here from California. Both of these are, Ian's also originally from California as well, so
Very cool.
This is almost like a California battle.
It's the homecoming. Well, we'll see who gets the team kill here. Haketh gets that first opener, trying to get rid of that SPG early. But we saw this last time. Crackin Atkins struggled to get started, but managed to finish it out, managed to get that first game, as we can see on the board. The question is, can you find the right opening here?
Okay, a lot of patience, a lot of respect. I'm liking the distance we're standing kind of at here.
Had to pull the trigger eventually. You're getting walked into the corner. Unfortunately, was not able to find it. Haketh managed to push him back out, but is now getting walked into the corner himself. Now he has to press something.
Okay, big jump in as well from Kraken's. Finds the frame trap again. Still a little bit of SPG left on HakethKOTB. He's going to take advantage of with the rev flow, gets the knockdown, takes the screen space.
That just defense completely shutting down that game plan. You can see, yeah, Crackin Atkins gave up on the shurikens immediately there, giving Haketh an opportunity on that teleport in because you know that's what he's looking for.
Big jump in. No anti-air's coming out here. Haketh a little gun shy, I feel.
Ooh. Walks up, doesn't press a button. Wanted Haketh to press a button. Oh, Haketh's overheated. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, this could spell a disaster, especially with how much meter we have left on Kraken's side.
Ooh, I don't know.
What a grand matchup, especially when it was coming down to time there at the end, too.
Found it.
Picking and choosing, you have battles coming in. The rev air blow blowing through everything.
And now we see Crackin mixing up the game plan. Spacing out was not working. Oh!
Yeah, he came rushing in and got hit. Okay,
but I think he's still got a sliver of SPG there. Just barely.
I think you're right. I can see it blinking.
And it's gone.
Okay, the big jump in, yeah. Haketh's covering the skies here with how active Kraken's has been.
Ooh, I love that cross up. Great defense from Haketh.
Okay, good jumping. I like it. Just like rushes in, observes, see if you're going to press anything. We're collecting some data from far away. Send the packets over. Send the data. Come on.
Yeah. Give me that ad hoc connection right here. I will say, Haketh is looking pretty good right now. Has so many answers to Crackin Atkins to offensive pressure. Even a little bit of bait there. Does the bait pay off?
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa. It was kind of a funky ender there at the end, weird, too, yeah. But it allowed for, I think, Ian just to kind of move in. It's like, all right, I'm in your face now. I'm just going to let this rip.
Yeah, that was an odd scenario. Did not work out for Crackin Atkins. Haketh's been so good at those scrambles.
Yeah, it really knows how to calculate Mr. Ward. And, like, Haketh, if anything, is actually OG in the scene. Played so many games, so has that experience for sure.
And Crackin definitely even has frame advantage in some of these situations. Just like that. Gets the hit, goes for a bit of a bait, but Haketh has managed to find the openings anyway.
I like Crackin Atkins going for the guard cancel there, just a little bit off the mark.
Man, brutal. That round was dominant from Haketh. Again, even when Crackin Atkins found an opening in the corner, was still locked down, still felt the need to push, and Haketh is just waiting for Crackin Atkins to do something unsafe, showing off this great defense, but there's the throw break. Yeah,
especially all these just defends in tow. Okay, we're taking it slow and steady. Don't want to overcommit in case the red blow does come out here. But now that we're in their face, we're going to be looking for a whiff punish here. Going for the overhead. Another one.
Oh, okay. I see you, DJ Colin.
Coming back, but Haketh trying to bring HakethKOTB back in space here. Haketh. The area's too big. That rod too big.
Well, that is 2 games to 1. Crackin Atkins managed to just squeeze out that first one, but otherwise, Haketh has just looked so in control. Whether it's the neutral, whether it's the advantage, has just been steadily withering down Crackin Atkins until he makes a decision, and then punishing that decision so consistently.
Hey, getting closer in. Yeah, I like it. Kraken's just kind of waited until the closer they got in, they were going to make a move.
Okay, great jump in there. Not much off of it, but punish, no counter hit. Unfortunately there, not able to find anything, no hit confirmed.
And we're moving. Gotta be really careful of this range. The JD.
Oof, what a find. Just little things like that. It's that timing.
Yeah, it doesn't give it a chance for Kraken to really analyze the situation and counterattack here. We're back in that scramble.
Okay, did not feel comfortable on an anti-air there, just went for a block. Crackin getting him into the corner as a result. This is your chance. Doesn't spend the resource. Keeps it classy. Oh!
High profile coming out from Kraken's here, able to cash out because of it. What a great call out. Wake up super, gonna get blocked.
Oh no.
They threw it, yeah, that was kind of the trickery that you can kind of do with that super. I definitely forgot about that.
Yeah, I think it might be the same for Crackin. That was an opportunity for Haketh to...
You have to make a move here. Time is of the essence.
And he knows it.
The Time Master able to scam out that game. Good stuff to Haketh. Realizing there is more than one win con.
Yeah, that has been, I think, something that Haketh has been playing to this entire tournament that we've seen so far. Able to play a slower game because in so many of those situations he's had the chip lead and it's forcing opponents to take risks.
Yeah, both these players I feel like are so good at playing the long con, and Haketh's defense is just getting better over time. Ooh. Okay, Cracken's trying to find a way in here. Gets clipped by Haketh.
Ooh, double dash forward, trying to get Crackin to do something. Again, it's that bait game, but this time around, it is actually Crackin who has the life lead, which means you don't have to take risks. You can steadily walk back, as long as you don't get yourself cornered.
Or get clipped like we just saw here. Hack is going to start moving in now. Okay, using these feints. Hoping that Cracken's going to bite.
See that stagger pressure, but Crackin did not give it to him. The chip damage, and it is going to chip him out. A little bit of a checkmate there against Haketh. And now we are on our final round, an opportunity for Crackin to stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Looks like Crackin gets relying on that shuriken game one more time, all reliable. And little jump in, overhead this time.
Really having to respect those hops.
Really taking advantage of the fact that Haketh is just not anti-airing these jump-ins at all here. Haketh probably feels the risk reward is just not worth it, but a lot of reward coming in there on Crackin Atkins' side.
Yo, hold up.
Let the red line go.
Yo, hold up. Cracken's bringing this back.
And brings down the rev gauge to a fresh new face here for Crackin Atkins. And a lot of health and SPG to boot.
Great anti-air. Yeah, almost full health on this man. Just Defend is coming out. Counter hits as well in spades. Haketh making that safe, but both of them overheated in the aftermath, and it is the throw that does it, bringing us to game number 5.
Fantastic call out too. We've been seeing that Haketh has been using these jump Ds here, covers so much screen space, but it does have a long wind up, so I absolutely agree from Cracken's there.
And now we're in that phase of taking the deep breath. I don't think we're going to see character counter.
A little bit of meditation going on.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hovering the same characters. It's just a matter of thinking about what's been going wrong, because Haketh looked so good for so long, and all of a sudden Crackin Atkins started to crack the code.
Yeah, and right now, the Reaper, you know, that meme that they go door to door right now?
Yeah.
Right now, Reaper, Crackin Atkins, knocking on the door for Haketh here. Will Haketh keep the door closed, or they open their own door? We'll find out here.
Game 5, round number 1. Great opener for Haketh, but Crackin Atkins answering back in kind, getting more and more consistent with those, and now playing to the win con, playing safe, finding the counter hit as Haketh tried to press the screen advantage. Ooh, wild punish, no confirm.
Okay, yeah, what a great throw tech too.
Oh my goodness.
Haketh not biting on the frame trap scenarios anymore, just letting Krackens spend the special gauge to boot up the rev, and then gonna start attacking it, as you can see. We're so close to overheating,
yeah,
making Krackens have the move.
Definitely fighting that overheat, and because you've gotten so many of those proper just blocks, you are not in the same situation yourself. Because like, Crackin has been all over Haketh, but just using that to actually pull down his own rev gauge.
Okay, let's see if we can keep Crackin Atkins in the corner here. Haketh is creating that wall.
And you're scared to confirm too hard here because you don't want to overheat, like you said.
Okay, pull them in. Okay, very safe pressure.
Now both of them pretty high here, but they both also got 2 bars of super. High crush though.
On the throw, nonetheless. Now the big cash out coming from Crackin. Now we're at time once again. Will be Crackin Atkins being the time master, or we're gonna chuck the super? It does not work here. One more round for Crackin Atkins here, or can Haketh stay in this?
Time has been such a factor.
It really has. I think it's the nature of the two characters. Keep away game versus a runaway game. And then they meet in the middle somewhere.
And with that, we've seen how important the early round is. That right there could be what sets Crackin Atkins up for success. The fact that you got the early round lead, forcing Haketh to make something happen, pushing advantage, goes for the overhead, but the throw setting up one final Oki situation. Unfortunately though, the counter hit drops.
Yeah, we're still going on to the tie wire. A wild punish here from Haketh can definitely make up the damage. Calls it out with a neutral throw. Haketh turn up the heat, turn up the aggression, and overhead here. No longer the zoner, but it will be Crackin Atkins being your winner of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves here at Just Block 2025.
GG's. I thought Haketh had that, was starting to come back. We saw the overheads coming out. Those were so effective throughout the whole set, but Atkins found the opening.
The Invader does take it here. We appreciate them coming to bless us all. Show them how to play a little bit of Fatal Fury.
Indeed. We love some good old-fashioned Fatal Fury. It's funny to call it old-fashioned, but it feels that way, doesn't it?
What's old is new again.
It really is. It's all full circle.
We're going to be taking it here to our medals for top 4. So, shouts to Tabby, bringing out the medals, bringing out the gold.
Tabby. They're discussing the song counter picks that they were figuring out earlier.
I always love doing that.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. They're trying to find
I think they're going to be giving the medals there over on the side, but I think that means we're going to be bringing it. Oh, okay, we give the Crackin. We give the Crackin. Shout out to Crackin Atkins coming all the way over here to Just Block.
Let's go Crackin.
A great commentator and player in their own right.
These commentators
Hashtag BB tag. The BB tag.
Hashtag BB tag is crazy. But that is going to do it for us. Thank you all for joining us here for a brief look into some City of the Wolves. Once again, it's been Lentini and Furshaw. Always a pleasure to work with you. Don't go anywhere. In about 30 minutes here, we will be throwing it to our Tekken Top 8. We've got some fantastic new commentators coming up, some fantastic Top 8 action coming up as well. I saw who was in this bracket. It's going to be crazy. So definitely go grab yourself a snack. Be back in 30 minutes. We will see you all shortly.
Thanks, guys.